Those guys just won't take no for an answer. Oh no. You still haven't gotten your voice back yet. What? Oh. This is terrible. You've got 56 speaking engagements today. Why, in an hour you got the International Confederation of Pizza Dough Kneaders, at 3 is the Plumbing Fixture Collectors Lobby, and you're supposed to be broadcasting live right now back to Arkansas to kick off the marketing presentation at the Governor's Conference on Tourism. Yes, I know how important it is. Can't we improvise something? Ragdoll Fry, if you know I can't read your writing. You got an idea? What, you're gonna practice now? Oh, maybe you need to practice now. You trying to tell me something? Oh, you want to play me in that tune? Yakety sax, that's it. Yak. Yak. You want to yak with your horn like Harpo Marx. Oh, okay. So, tell me what to say to open the conference. You want me to translate? Okay. I got it. Live from Springdale, it's the 1992 Governor's Conference on Tourism Marketing Report.
And here to bring us the exciting news about Arkansas tourism for 1991-92 are Susan Roberts and Ned Permy of Channel 7.
We've enjoyed traveling and seeing the sights of Arkansas, and we really have enjoyed the Ozarks, for example.
We've been coming here for about 8 years now, my wife and I have, and for the last 5 or so years we've met my wife's sister and her husband. They could drive up from Dallas and we meet here for the weekend.
The organization which I work for has a convention here once a year. Everyone enjoys coming here. There's a lot of good places to eat, big variety of food, beautiful scenery, and everyone always likes and looks forward to coming back here.
Actually, I'm here to celebrate my 30th birthday. Oh, I love it.
Beautiful.
It's a really beautiful, beautiful state.
But more seriously, the members of the State Parks, Recreation, and Travel Commission work together closely with the Arkansas Department of Parks and Tourism, making important decisions that ultimately have made tourism a winning proposition for all of us.
You know, simply put, our innovation, our ability to work together between the public and private sector during recent years has kept us at least somewhere in the hunt. So we're seeing a lot of things happen. We're going to start seeing and start reaping the dividends of what we've been sowing over the last couple of years with some of our new money. While I think 1992 is going to be an exciting year, we said initially when we set out on this thing with the new money that we were probably looking at 3 to 5 years to really begin to feel the kind of impact that this money can make for Arkansas. And the impact has already been felt, but the next 2 years in my mind are going to be tremendously exciting years for this industry and for our state.
And because of the work the Commission and the Department do, as well as a great amount of support from so many of you, it has been an outstanding year for tourism, and at a time when so many industries are struggling.
Well, I think our working relationship is very professional, and yet it's casual. We live by the philosophy that you can accomplish great things if no one cares who gets the credit.
Well, thanks to our ongoing research, we know more about our target than ever before. And that's what helps us plan and ultimately helps bring visitors into the state. It is the mission of our section to gather and process statistics in order to help monitor the results of our advertising campaign. All in all, it keeps us on track.
One invaluable form of research is the Advertising Conversion Study. This study calculates the number of responses our advertising brings in and the reasons for the response.
Yes, I have seen some ads in the various travel magazines and about Arkansas, and I've wanted to come to look it over.
90% of our people come in, they've seen the ads on TV, or they've seen something in a home journal, or they see the 800 number, or they get it from a friend. But most of it is advertisement.
Further, the section gathers information through surveys answered at the state's tourist information centers. These inquiries help the department and our advertising agency determine what is attracting prospects to respond and what needs refinement. The section also collects data and prepares statistical reports on travel and tourism, and is in charge of the staff and operations of the tourist information centers around the state. Yes, when it comes to determining who, what, why, and how many, this department knows it.
Charles McLemore, oh gosh, anytime I need some numbers crunching information, I sure call Charles, and he always has it.
And when the research and information section isn't collecting data, they're on the road.
On the road again. I just can't wait to get on the road again.
Sports, boat, and travel shows. Another great place to get the word out about one of America's top destinations. Here the group frequently sets up a display and booth in order to pass out information about Arkansas. Here are some of the shows we attended in 1991 and 92.
I can't wait to get on the road again.
Another important form of research is the Tourist Track Site Survey program.
The state's research has been valuable to us. In many cases, the state's research has backed up our own research and has given us a way of double-checking what we're doing, showing that we're on the right track in our marketing efforts.
Conducted by Cygnus, an Arkansas research firm, Cranford Johnson Robinson Woods, and the Arkansas Department of Parks and Tourism, the Tourist Track Site Survey helps us acquire primary information about both in-state and out-of-state travelers to Arkansas. Here are some of the highlights of what this research revealed. Our out-of-state visitors are more likely to be older, more affluent, and less likely to travel with children than in-state visitors. Our in-state visitors are usually younger, less affluent, and more likely to travel with children than out-of-state visitors. Now, what we have found out about our visitors is that this year's group was nearly identical to those who visited last year. By knowing this information, we know that we are on target with our advertising. We also learned that overall, our visitors were satisfied with their trip to Arkansas. 97% in fact. We also found out that this year, even a higher percentage were very satisfied with their visits.
Yes, definitely we'll be coming back.
And here's something that was helpful. Our research revealed that the main reasons visitors come to Arkansas continue to be activities, scenery, and friends and family.
We're from the flatlands of Texas, and so this is the closest place you can come to home, where there are mountains and it's green, and we have a kinship with Arkansas, so we really like it.
Another important piece of information is the top 10 out-of-state markets that most frequently visit our state. Over the past few years, our creative product has been extremely well received.
In comparing our Arkansas's television ads to other states that I've seen, I've noticed that some other states will hit you with a barrage of images, maybe 15 to 20 different images in a single 30-second spot. You don't have time for any of those images to really register. And for instance, I've seen shots of people hang gliding or shooting the rapids or bungee jumping. You know, when I go on vacation, you sure aren't going to see me hang gliding. You know, in the Arkansas ads, we show real people doing real things that people do when they're on vacation.
Yes, in the 1992 Impressions television campaign, the goal was to paint Arkansas as the picture-perfect vacation site. And that is exactly what we did in a campaign of 6 commercials, each emphasizing the most sellable features of the natural state. Here are 4 of the spots.
Visit Arkansas this year and you'll bring back picture-perfect impressions of beautiful watercolors, priceless old masters, and breathtaking landscapes. For vacations, Arkansas is a natural work of art. Get the picture? Get your free Arkansas vacation planning kit by calling 1-800-NATURAL now. Picture the perfect vacation. Plenty to see and do for everyone. beautiful natural setting. Reasonable cost. Whether you like your vacation upscale or down home, you'll find state-of-the-art fun in the state of Arkansas. Call 1-800-NATURAL now for your free Arkansas Vacation Planning Kit. For a picture-perfect vacation, see Arkansas. You'll see beautiful watercolors, history coming to life. Arkansas offers different strokes for different folks. So, want a masterpiece vacation? Do I have to paint you a picture? Call 1-800-NATURAL now for your free Arkansas Vacation Planning Kit. Arkansas is the very portrait of a perfect vacation place. Colorful. Original. A masterpiece. Picture yourself here, then call 1-800-NATURAL for your free Arkansas Vacation Planning Kit.
And radio also paints a picture, a mental picture. Now this year, we've taken two different approaches. While each campaign consists of two 30-second spots, today we're going to play you just one from each series. This first spot is for a more conservative audience. Like the TV, it paints a beautiful image of Arkansas.
Thought about where you might take your next vacation? Well, sit back and let us paint you a picture of a natural choice. Arkansas. Come enjoy our beautiful watercolors for fishing, boating, or leisurely floating. Or take in our artistic collection of landscapes from deltas to mountains. Or pick up a few originals at an Arkansas crafts fair. Or go out and paint the town red. Sound like the picture-perfect getaway? Then call 1-800-NATURAL for your free Arkansas Vacation Planning Kit today.
The second series takes a humorous direction. These spots target a younger audience. Now, what would you say if someone asked you to give an impression of Arkansas? Listen.
Today we're asking folks for impressions of Arkansas.
Oh, I don't do impressions.
No, see, I just want to know what you like about Arkansas.
Oh, I like the natural scenery.
Yeah.
I like the history, shopping, and of course the nightlife. But I can't do those impressions.
No, actually...
Although I can kind of do an Ethel Merman.
No, ma'am.
There's no place like the natural state. There's no place like...
Let Arkansas make an impression on you. Call 1-800-NATURAL today for your free vacation planning kit.
In both radio and TV, one very important partner of the Department of Parks and Tourism is the Arkansas Broadcasters Association.
The Department of Parks and Tourism have done a fantastic job of showcasing geographical areas and particular events and really making some things happen by concentrating their media resources. And radio and television have kept it out there with great frequency, week in, week out, to create the awareness level that just promises great business to follow.
And as the perfect complement to the broadcast, our Impressions 1992 print campaign. In magazine, our message was equally as artistic. Like the TV, each ad is a combination of a painting and a recreational scene. There are 8 ads in the series. And our newspaper has been a picture-perfect way to deliver millions of impressions, much thanks to the Arkansas Press Association. Preprint newspaper inserts and display newspaper are carrying the good news about traveling in Arkansas to key target markets.
Well, we're very excited about it, and mainly because we understand the success of it has been so phenomenal that this is the latest issue that's coming out next week, in fact. And the 4 times a year, we distribute this in every newspaper in Arkansas. And we are very pleased that apparently the success of it, the call-in on the toll-free number, the requests for the free vacation travel guides are up, and we would hope, of course, that our section has a lot to do with that.
Then there are the all-new vacation planning kits, filled with information to stir most any potential visitor's interest and get them excited about coming to Arkansas.
I worked the Anaheim Travel Show, and we had so many compliments on our new tour guide and all those new covers for our different regional books that it was just really, people were amazed at how beautiful they looked.
Now let's talk more about reply cards. Last year, we recommended a test of reader response cards in some of our key publications. The test was extremely successful.
Well, we've strived to form a marketing partnership, which we feel is a natural partnership with Arkansas State Tourism, and as a measure of added value within the issues that the full-page advertising is running in Memphis Magazine, we are binding in the supplied reply card that you see here adjacent to the advertising at no additional expense.
One of the principal charges of the editorial section is to provide publicity and promotion about the natural state to its citizens and to the traveling public beyond the state's borders. Headed by travel editor Tyler Hardiman, the section consists of a central office travel writer, a photo librarian, a secretary, and 3 field travel writers. Assisting the section are the division's staff photographer and commercial artist.
Tyler Hardiman, who is directing that area, and Carrie Krause in that area have been just as attentive to my needs. Helped me in assembling things and being able to prepare information to take advantage of editorial wherever. And then, of course, they have always stayed in touch with me in allowing me to submit information. As a matter of fact, just a couple of days ago, I got an inquiry call from Kit Baker, who is up in our area of the country, and her asking, well, what's happening, what's coming up in the spring. So it's that kind of attentiveness that helps me tremendously.
They've been very, very good in helping us to put the word out about Hot Springs. They've been writing very nice articles. Every time we need some help, they're right there to provide the service and bring the visitors to Hot Springs, and we appreciate that.
I can count on one hand the state tourism offices in this country that I think do a really good job. And Tyler Hardiman and his staff at the Department of Parks and Tourism occupy one of those slots.
You have one of the better staffs to work with in the South. You know, not every state has a staff that's going to respond as quickly and as thoroughly as yours does.
They'll travel to any festival for any special event, not necessarily just a festival, and they'll write about it. And then with that news release will go out to newspapers and magazines all over the United States, not just in Arkansas. And this is an opportunity for them. You know, an editorial sometimes will give you more credibility than an advertisement will. So it's a chance for them to get some free advertising.
Right before I go on a trip, I'll talk to Tyler or Carrie, or depending on what area I'm going to, Craig and Kit and Sheila all know their territories really well. They've written material about most of the attractions that I would be interested in. So I find that one nice phone conversation with one of them clues me in on what's new in the area and what else I might want to look for that I hadn't learned about elsewhere.
I think they're truly one of the best in really negotiating and maximizing the dollars they have available to them, and that's evidenced by the media days every year. It's a very formal, professional process, and as an ad rep, I appreciate that.
The art and photography section continued to support numerous department projects, providing videotape and still photographs of the scenic natural beauty of the state. This photo support is provided to national magazines and newspapers.
This was the cover for our directory last year, and it features many of the places where the visiting journalists from all over the country were going to see. So we did this specifically for that, and we got these photos from the advertising agency and from Parks and Tourism photo department. And we, of course, provide this to all of our members and other people all during the year. So it promotes Arkansas as it promotes the newspapers, too.
The Outdoor Writers Program is designed to reach the members of the Outdoor Writers Association with the Arkansas message and to ultimately obtain national publicity for Arkansas. Among other efforts, we will continue to contact the targeted writers through direct mail marketing. Also, with the help of our Arkansas Outdoor Ambassadors, several prominent outdoor writers will visit Arkansas to write feature stories for outdoor publications.
The 4 or 5 guys that I was in contact with, I think we have 2 of them coming to the state very soon, and then that's a pretty good percentage if we can get 2 guys coming to the state. They're going to write a nice article about our fishing, about our hiking, about just traveling in our state.
They were wonderful mail-out pieces. I remember them very well, and
The glasses were worn by my daughter when we went skiing yesterday, so they're still in service, as are the socks. And I think, in fact, someone commented, why somebody from Vermont wearing socks with Arkansas on them. So I remember them very well, and they stood out in the barrage of normal press releases that I receive every week, and I was very impressed by them.
Currently, we are in the second year of a 5-year publicity program targeting the $25 billion market of black travelers. The 1992 phase features an in-state effort to include more blacks and black-related vacation activities in our television and print advertising, educate black Arkansans about tourism within Arkansas, educate all Arkansans on the economic impact of the black traveler, and create and promote a print campaign targeting black travelers.
Well, basically, I remember us meeting about 2 years ago and trying to come up with some viable ways of marketing Arkansas to blacks that still live here and some that live outside the state. It was a very creative meeting. A lot of different issues came up. We found out some things about the strengths and the weaknesses of the marketing program in Arkansas, and we also talked about some ways to bring blacks back to Arkansas.
In a partnership with the Arkansas Times, the Arkansas Super Chevy Dealers, and Total Road Runner, we are producing guides presenting readers with ideas for driving vacations within the state. The Arkansas Driving Guides are a series of articles featuring one of the 12 regions of Arkansas with editorial copy, illustrative photographs, and a map of the region. The guides will later be bound into a booklet for general distribution.
Well, the driving guide was really an attempt to do the impossible. It was a program of such scope and ambition that I really, going in media days, didn't think it had a great chance to succeed. And I actually had some account executives and some people around with smelling salts because I wanted to see the look on Shelby Wood's face and Richard Davies and Joe David Rice when I proposed 72 pages of advertising in Arkansas Times. And we certainly got the effect. Everybody, after they caught their breath, realized that this could be a wonderful project and a wonderful invitation to Arkansans to discover the state that they live in.
And those are just a few of the many stories. Other programs making news for the department in 1991 and 92 were
One, two, three. We live in the natural state and we're so proud of it. Yeah, but there's folks driving around out there that must not love it. Oh no, but they're throwing their trash on the side of the road and leaving the rest of us to carry the load. So let's all fight dirty and show them where to shove it. Yeah, if we're gonna keep Arkansas nice, we're gonna have to get mean. Let's all fight dirty and keep Arkansas clean. One, two, three. We live in the natural state and we're so proud of it. Yeah, but there's folks driving around out there that must not love it. Oh no, but they're throwing their trash on the side of the road and leaving the rest of us to carry the load. So let's all fight dirty and show them where to shove it. Yeah, if we're gonna keep Arkansas nice, we're gonna have to get mean. Let's all fight dirty and keep Arkansas clean.
Led by Jim Hankins, the primary goal of the Tourism Development Section of the Department of Parks and Tourism is to assist communities and investors in expanding their facilities, attractions, or community awareness.
Jim Hankins, Director of Tourism Development, is doing a great job around the state. We often find our paths crossing as we're promoting developing Arkansas to its maximum.
Among its many other services is hospitality training. Ultimately, the members of the hospitality industry and their actions leave our visitors with a lasting impression of Arkansas.
Since we have Interstate 40 in our city limits, we know that we do have a lot of travelers within the community on any given day. So we asked the Department of Parks and Tourism to have Lisa Wolf in our community to sponsor and address groups of citizens on how to be more hospitable to tourists. And Lisa was with us one day in January and addressed over 55 Forest Citians on how to become more aware of tourists in our area and how to deal with them and how to make them want to come back to Forest City. We do plan to have Lisa back with us to do more workshops.
And equally as important, tourism development is responsible for overseeing the 12 tourism regions. They received a 5% increase in matching funds this year as a result of the 2% tourism initiative.
Well, the changes in the amount of money that's being made available to each regional association has definitely increased because of the 2% initiative, and we've been able to make that go a lot farther by getting so many other areas of our region. We have 7 counties in the Great Southwest, and we're able to let all 7 counties take part in the matching fund program.
I think the 2 ladies that operate our group travel section, Debbie Dressler and Gloria Robbins, are excellent people. I love to work with them. We love to work with them.
As far as convention business goes, with the new tax and new revenues available to Parks and Tourism, they're able to help promote the convention business, which for Pine Bluff is our major form of attraction for visitors and tourists to our area. So we're very happy to see this new endeavor with Parks and Tourism, and it has reaped us benefits and will continue to do so.
One way the group travel section aggressively targets their markets is through familiarization tours.
The advantage of having a familiarization tour gives us on-site inspection, and it gives us the chance to view this so that you know your clients are getting into a beautiful state. And because of their down-home hospitality on the last FAM tour and their good humor and you want to come back simply because they're so friendly.
Another function of the group travel division is to attend major trade conventions and shows in key markets. And according to the people that attend these shows, our group travel division is doing a terrific job.
My relationship with Joe Rice over the years has been very favorable. Joe has really taken an interest in the bus business. He has seen it as a viable means to increase the traffic into Arkansas by outside areas. Also, he's worked with us a lot on the in-state trips, giving us a little bit more of an opportunity to have some finer things available for the bus groups that may not be available to the individual tourists as they go through the area. Gloria Robbins, for example, will know that we're going into an area, and she'll make a phone call, and the people on staff at that area will be waiting for us, and they'll be receptive, and they know that we're coming.
And in order to maximize our potential for a greater share of the motor coach segment, we must be aggressive in our marketing efforts. One plan currently in the works for 1991-92 is Dream South USA, a new 3-state regional development project of Entergy Corporation in cooperation with Arkansas, Louisiana, and Mississippi. This regional marketing effort targets Canadian tour operators.
I think it's very important that we have our 3-state tourism offices cooperating. I know that they're involved in a number of other industry organizations, but we like the fact that our 3 states are cooperating and are very interested in improving commerce and the quality of life in the 3-state area.
Additionally, the department has developed a mix of print advertising, direct mail, and special aids to tour planners.
The piece was a highly effective piece. When it came in the mail, it certainly caught our attention. The bright green box and the logo on it both caught our attention right away and got us to look inside. We were really excited about some of the ideas that were in here.
Arkansas was actually in the forefront at looking at the Japanese market. Last year we had 3.3 million Japanese to visit the United States, and they spent by far the most money of any international visitor. They spent $8.1 billion. So they by far outspend any international visitor. But Arkansas years ago saw the potential that was there with the Japanese market. So probably they lead the South with a couple of other states as far as the marketing efforts that they have in Japan.
I've been real fortunate the last 2 years when Travel South has been very active in the Japanese market and has been able to go over, do World Travel Fair for the consumers, as well as do the Japan Association of Travel Agents meeting. Nako has been there to man the Arkansas booth, and her language capability has helped us. But number one, she's so friendly, she's so polite, she really attracts people, brings them into the booth. She's a lot of fun to be around, a big help to us, and she really knows Arkansas very well too.
Last year, Arkansas made favorable impressions on some 16 million visitors from all over our nation. Families from all across America came to Arkansas, liked what they saw, liked what they did. It marked 1991 as a banner year for the tourism industry in Arkansas. The best year we've had, as a matter of fact, since 1978. That's impressive, and you're the ones that made it happen. But even more impressive than the fact that Arkansas's 5% increase in visitors over the previous year outstripped those of other states is the fact that 97% of our visitors reported having a favorable experience when they came to Arkansas. Success in any business is keyed to long-term growth of satisfied customers, and your dedication has created that kind of satisfied customer for Arkansas. Your 5-year plan has made it possible to create those impressions. But to make that plan work in the future, we must refine our ability to deliver what visitors are looking for. We must also assure that the infrastructure is in place to make certain that each visitor's Arkansas experience, each visitor's Arkansas impression, is a terrific impression. And doing this will be a great challenge. It will require the work of the Department of Parks and Tourism, good cooperation from state government, but obviously the real key is you and private industry. I assure you that working together, we can all make the best impression for Arkansas on all of the families that come to visit our state. And we'll have not just 16 million, but millions more, and millions more, and millions more. Thank you for your terrific efforts, and let's keep making a good impression for Arkansas.